If you're looking for crazy footstool combos, advanced tech, or some new discovery that you've never seen before, then this is not the video for you. Instead, I'm going to go over Diddy's basic bread and butter combos. If you're new to learning Diddy, then this is going to be a good place to start. These are going to be combos and follow-ups that you can expect to be using in almost every set that you play. This guide will also be useful to non-Diddy mains that want to learn more about his follow-ups and how to avoid or even escape some of them. For this entire guide, all of the percents that I list will be approximations for a middleweight character like Mario. Keep in mind that the percents that combos work at in Smash 4 can vary drastically between training mode and a real game. Rage, stale moves, and character weight and fall speed will all have an effect on which percents a follow-up will work at. You can use the percents that I list as a general outline for when you should be going for certain follow-ups, but you'll have to just get a feel for it by playing a lot of Diddy. At very low percents, forward air and back air don't have enough knockback or hit stun to be a good follow-up. Even if you hit with them, they can often still hit you back in the end lag of your aerial. Instead, you'll want to up air them, because the knockback will put them high enough above you that they can't hit you back. Against an opponent doing nothing or trying to throw out an attack, you can land a second up air after the first one. This second up air can be air dodged, but you also can bait that air dodge to try to get a stronger follow-up afterwards. Jumping away from the second up air will let them get out. However, if they burn their double jump, they won't have many options left to land with, and you can trap their landing for even more damage. Up throw up air in general works well against characters that are floaty and are juggled easily. Until about 20%, your opponent can air dodge or do a quick aerial to escape the second back air. After that, this becomes a true combo. If you go for this follow-up at too low of a percent and they try to air dodge out, they will most likely land with landing lag from the air dodge. This lets you grab them and try again. At higher percents, the second back air is only true if you follow their DI properly. You need to start your dash in the direction of their DI so that they're close enough to you after the first back air so that the second one can connect. When you see that you dash the wrong way, you can still land the first back air easily, but don't try to follow up with the second or you'll likely miss and get punished. Sometimes, depending on the fall speed of the character, you'll also need to fast fall between the back airs to adjust your vertical height a little bit. Up throw to forward air or back air is the most simple throw follow-up that Diddy has. Just jump straight up and then react to their DI. Use back air if they end up behind you, and use forward air if they end up in front of you. Dashing in either direction before can make it harder to follow their DI, so always just jump from a standstill. Don't worry about which aerial will do more damage, as there's only a 1% difference. At a bit over 100%, they will end up too high to hit with fair or bear, and so you'll have to go for up air. Around 125% or so, this leads to a 50-50 that can secure a kill by either waiting for an air dodge before up airing, or trying to catch their double jump with a quick up air. Landing the 50-50 is easier with an unstaled up throw, because it will send them higher and closer to the blast zone. Because of this, when I get grabs just before the percent window, I usually tend to go for a forward throw or a back throw just to keep my up throw fresh. Characters that are both light and fast fallers, such as Fox and Sheik, will be the easiest to 50-50, and the percent range is always going to be much bigger on Town and City. The first thing to know about down tilt is that it has two different hitboxes that will send an opponent at slightly different angles. The inside hitbox near Diddy's arms is the one that's easier to follow up on, whereas the hitbox closer to the hands will sometimes send them too far away. When you trip an opponent with a banana, you can walk up to them close enough to ensure that you get that inside hitbox. Down tilt will not lead into any true follow-ups at very low percents because they will be able to shield before any of your hitboxes come out. At around 20% or so, jab becomes the first follow-up that you can do. Your opponent can sometimes SDI out of the jab, and that happens more often if they get hit further away from the initial jab hitbox, which is usually a result of hitting the down tilt with the hands instead of with your arms. At around 30% or so, you can chain one down tilt into another. If you hit with the inside hitbox on the first down tilt, you will hit with the outside hitbox of the second one, and so you won't have as strong of follow-ups on that. However, fast fallers are more prone to getting hit by this because they'll fall right into a down smash after the second down tilt. Down tilt to down smash is especially good at the edge of the stage because of the angle that it sends your opponent at. Against characters with mediocre recoveries such as Cloud and Little Mac, this will be a very good option because it sets up a potential gimp opportunity. Down tilt into a throw combo will be the strongest follow-up in terms of raw damage output. If you add in a pummel or two, this can end up dealing well over 20%. Once this becomes a true combo, you will want to always use this follow-up while you can, at least until you get their percent high enough to get a kill out of the down tilt. Down tilt into forward smash is one of the best ways for Diddy to secure a kill. In order to connect with this, you must hit them with the inside hitbox of the down tilt. To guarantee connecting with the right hitbox, this is usually done as a follow-up from a banana trip, in which you have enough time to walk up close enough to them. At around 100 to 115%, this combo is completely true. Any higher and they can DI away and escape before the F smash connects. There is an awkward percent range of about 120 to 130% or so, in which down tilt forward smash isn't true, but down tilt in the up smash doesn't kill yet. In that range, I sometimes go for the forward smash anyways, because many people will try to air dodge out and they'll end up falling into the second hit of the forward smash and dying anyways. Perhaps the most well-known follow-up that Diddy has, down tilt into up smash, is great because of how big of a percent range that is a true combo in. When the opponent is just below kill percent, follow up with a down tilt into an aerial instead so that you don't stale your up smash. The distance that you have to dash is going to depend on their DI and which hitbox of the down tilt connects with. Once their percent is a little too high, down tilt and up smash stops working. Luckily for Diddy mains, down tilt will still true combo into a kill at much higher percents by using down tilt into RAR back air. The advantage that RAR bear has over fair is that there's no weak hitbox on the bear. If you connect, they will always get the full knockback. However, with a forward air, if you only hit with the late hitbox, it will not result in a kill. Therefore, it is almost always better to go with the back air. Back air also has more knockback growth, so it's at really high percents where you'll start killing with back air sooner anyways. One important thing to know about this setup is that at really high percents, they can sometimes DI away and air dodge out, but because of how fast back air is, you can frame trap them and punish the end lag or the landing lag of the air dodge with a second back air. This isn't possible with forward air. Diddy's strongest aerial in terms of damage dealt is his down air, so this is one of his best follow-ups from an up throw. The catch is that your opponent will almost always be able to air dodge out, and some characters like Zero Suit Samus can down B to escape every time. However, even if they do air dodge, they will end up getting stuck in the air dodge landing lag, and you can hit them with a falling aerial anyways. At high percents, this sets up into a tech chase situation, and on platforms you can easily set up another grab. In Smash 4, at low percents, you can act immediately out of hitting the ground. So if your opponent's percent is high enough to bounce off the ground, but not high enough to end up in hit stun, they'll be able to hit you right away with an up air. This follow-up is good for catching opponents off guard, but it isn't as reliable as the other combos listed. Forward throw combos into forward air at low percents, depending on the opponent's DI. If they DI down and away, you won't be able to hit them with a fair, but it will put them into a tech chase scenario that you can still capitalize on for solid damage. Deciding between using forward throw into forward air or up throw into up air at low percents will depend on stage positioning as well as the opponent's character. Characters with bad recoveries or bad ledge options will usually be worse off after forward throw into fair, since it will put them off stage. Characters that have limited options for landing will be worse off above you after an up throw up air. Down throw combos are very dependent on the opponent's DI. Out of any of Diddy's throws, down throw's angles influence the most by DI. DIing in will send them straight up, almost like an up throw, whereas DIing out will send them far back like a back throw. In order to get good follow-ups on a down throw, you will need to catch your opponent DIing in. And the situation in which this is most likely to happen at is by the ledge. They will be DIing in because they don't want to end up far off stage from a back throw. Just like the up throw to double back air, you will need to get your opponent to around 20% or so before this follow-up becomes true. A very strong follow-up to catch inward DI on down throw is down air. This is true until about 40% or so, but at those percents it usually won't kill. At around 50% till around 70%, catching your opponent DIing in turns into a 50-50, where you either wait out the air dodge before doing the down air, or do an early down air to catch their double jump. At these percents, you will likely end up getting the kill. At almost any percent, you can get true follow-ups if you land on an opponent with a neutral air. I find this setup to work best when you throw your banana down at them so that they trip, and then land on them with the nair. This is most effective around 20 to 30% or so when your back air will combo into itself. You will see Zero do this setup a lot against shielding opponents. If you throw the banana down on their shield, it will land right next to them. Then when you fall with the nair, it will either catch them dropping shield, or hit their shield and push them into the banana and lead to a follow-up either way. There are so many factors that play into which follow-up to use after a banana trip that it isn't really worth me trying to outline them. Most of the time, you'll want to either use one of the combos listed earlier in this guide for maximum damage, or just go for a charged smash attack at kill percents. I highly recommend practicing the timing to maximize how long you can charge each of your smashes on tripped opponents before they can roll out. That small amount of charge can be the difference between securing a kill or not.